Hello, folks. This is AJ the CEO with another episode of Church Post Production. I hope you had a great day at church today. And what do we do on this show? On this show, I let you peek over my shoulder and see me doing all of the post production that goes into our media ministry so that we can share the word beyond just to the four walls and the people who are in the sanctuary or the ones who watch the live stream. So we're going to be creating a podcast. We're going to be doing a sermon breakout, some music if we have any, and our entire service, and post it all over social media, the website and everything like that. And just want to show and share with you how I do that, because everything that I'm using pretty much here is all free and you can always get it. I will keep a link in the description for all the products that I use. If they're not there, I will list them there. But that's about it. So let's go ahead and cut over to the computer and let's not waste any time, shall we? All right, so let me see. Is my NDI stuff not showing up? It looks like it's not. Hold on. Minor technical difficulty here. Yep. Let's go back over here. I might have to do it the old-fashioned way and switch back over to my... Oh, it wasn't on. I thought it was. Hold on. Let me bring up my NDI stuff again. Thought I left it on. All right. Let's try it now. There we go. But that's the wrong monitor. There we go. Now y'all can see. Alrighty, so I have everything from our Blackmagic HyperDeck Studio, well, Shuttle Studio, whatever it's called. We'll record our service on an SD card, similar to something like this. And we're going to come in here. I am in DaVinci Resolve 16.1. It has become official, so I upgraded to that last week, which you can always get at blackmagic.com. And that's what I need on this. I need to put some kind of like lower thirds so I can press a button and bring it all up so y'all can see it. I'll work on something like that. So we're going to come in here to services and 10/27/2019. And I'm probably in dual screen. Oh, good. I'm only in one screen because we keep it this way. Let's go full screen. Alright, and I might need to get my video out the way so y'all can see. But hopefully y'all can. Alright, so we're going to start over here down at media. And let's go ahead and bring our stuff in. Here's the service from my SD card. And check out my fixes to our live stream from last week. We implemented all that stuff and it looks like everything worked great for us. Still doing a little training, but that's such is the nature when you're changing some stuff up. I want to also let you know I am in the chat, so if you have any questions, comments, please feel free to chime in. I will answer all that I possibly can, as long as they're not derailing what we're doing. Alright, so we got that. Now, I remoted in to this computer from church, and we had a guest minister, Minister Jasmine C. Mitchell. So what we're going to do is I made her lower third already, so that saved me some time from having to do this in After Effects. So not that we're going to try and set a speed record here, but we want to get all of this stuff done because we want to get to the point where this doesn't take that long after service. So I'm going to change this to tab view, and we're going to do Control N. We always do a full service, another Control N online, which is what we're also going to use for the podcast. And you know, I should just make another one called podcast, hopefully to remove any of the issues. No, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. Alright, so we're going to do everything in full and then copy everything over. So, and this is our broadcast package that we got from Invatu, and I have our intro here. Intro version 3. Alright, So we got that here. So let's zoom in. And like we'll be talking about enhancing our audio, we're going to right click on this and go to normalize audio, true peak, and at -2, let that normalize, bring the audio down, and we're going to find right where it starts fading. So right here, I'm going to press B or the blade tool. You can click right there, and we're going to cut it right here. And what we're going to do is click on the inspector, and we're going to make this transparent automatically, and we're going to put our own transition here. So let's scoot this up here like so. Well, actually, no, I don't want to do that. Let's click on this little lock to unlock this, so we're only moving the video, not that portion. So the reason I do that is when you play it, see, boom, it just disappears. But I want to do a transition right here, so I put my cursor right here. Let's go to my transitions, and since we're ending on the logo, we don't need another logo, so maybe this one, or maybe this one. So I think we might go with that one. So let's actually, no, let me take that back. Let's go with this one. So let's drag this down here. And let's take a snap off here because it's sticking. I want to get it right when it's fully red, and we're going to bring in our other video. Now, honestly, if we unclick this, we can actually get rid of this bottom one. So I'm just going to backspace that one, get rid of that one completely. Let's turn our magnets back on. I'm going to slide this down. And let's delete our empty tracks. Alright, so that's where we're at. So now we're going to go back to our main video, and we're going to find where we actually began. Alright, so I'm going to start it right here. And we did end it right at the very end when she stopped preaching. So right here. Alright, so we got everything. So let's go ahead and I did slide that down for a reason. Wasn't thinking through all that. Let's drag that down to track 2. Alright, now let's bring everything in here. Alright, so we're going to do a little fade in of our audio here, and we're going to fade out our audio here, even though it's already is fading out. So maybe I'll just leave it. So let's see what it sounds like. Alright, so it's the youth choir that was there. So let's right click on this and let's normalize the audio. Now this is a bigger file, so it's probably going to take a little bit longer. Alright, let that finish out. Now we're going to chop this up again because she didn't get very loud preaching until around the end, so I might have to modify that audio just a little bit. Alright, so now that we got this, let's go ahead and drop the lower thirds for our choir here, which is the youth choir, which I still never got a chance to remake this into the size, so I really need to do that. So this is part 4.2, -500, -400. Alright, but we got it here, so that's good. And then we're going to add a fade, well, dissolve here at the end. Make that 1 second so we don't have to worry about editing the whole thing back. Alright, so we got it. Now let's zoom out. I want to find where sermon started. So right here. Let's go ahead and chop that. And it looks like the audio is already good. So I'm not really going to do a lot of audio editing in here now. I'm just going to skip back through here and get our choir here. So this is the Sunbeam. We'll add them on here. this is going to be 42. Alright, so we come in here and play it, as you can see. Now I just need to find all the other places where the kids were singing by themselves. So like right here, paste that. Another one for the kids. Another one for the kids playing, singing. And here is preaching starts. Hold on one second, hold on a second. Alright, so we got that where she's starting. So try and move that just a little bit to about like right here. Alright, catch her when she finished singing. And I think we were using PreSonus, but it was the scripture she had actually got cut off in our lower third, so we had a little misunderstanding on how we were going to do that, so we had to switch it to full screen, just because that the very first verse of what she preached off of was Daniel 5:12 through 18, I believe. The first verse was just very long, so it just got chopped off, so we had to switch it up right there on the fly. So I moved this forward just a little bit, and I already had her guest title, which is actually already corrected with the size, like I said, I need to do with the other parts. So we come forward a little bit. Alright, there it is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we're going to zoom out. Well, actually, let's change the color of this so it's easier to see. Make it orange. And you know how we do, we're going to come in, look at the length of the entire sermon. We got it right at the beginning, find about the middle, and then close to the end there. Alright, now we do our ending a little bit different because we're using it with our end cards on YouTube. So what we're going to do is find 20 seconds of the end, and I like to use the generator for this and do a solid color, because this by default is 5 seconds. We're going to drag this out to 20 right there, and now we're going to split this clip right here. Alright, and then we're going to raise, let's actually take that off, and we're going to raise this up here. So we're going to put our graphic behind here. So let's go back over to our media pool. I'm going to go to graphics and our end scene. So you see our end scene is right here, and it stops repeating for some odd reason right there. So we're going to find that. Then the animation we don't need, we need right here. So this is what we're going to loop over and over here. Alright, so I think we got it. Let's just zoom in just a little bit. Alright, so now what we need to do is resize this to fit inside of that. So we could do an animation to move it there. We might. Yeah, let's do it that way. So let's go ahead and move this back a little bit. All right. So now we're going to make a keyframe by going to inspector on that clip, and we're going to click the diamond here besides zoom and position. Ooh, excuse me. All right, and then thank you, babe. My daughter's supposed to be taking a nap, but she is talking to me. All right, so we're gonna come in here to right here, and we're gonna do another keyframe right here, and that's where the end result of what we want it to be. So, and then we're gonna do another keyframe right here at the same original size. So we want the transformation to happen once the images, this background image of our end scene is already here. So now let's go to our last keyframe, and we're gonna go here to the modifier, and we're gonna move this to be inside of here. And we want to make sure this fits exactly inside. All right. And then we're going to do, we might not need to do a fade here at the end. No, we will, because she's walking away. So from right here, let's go ahead and fade that for 2 seconds. Fade out that audio for about 3 seconds. All right. And then I think about it, I did this wrong. This really doesn't, this only needs to be done on our YouTube stuff. So, oh well. Good thing is we already did it. So, because if we play it, and let's fit this back to right size here. So if we play it here, all right, so see, it already got there. So, and then once we get to the end, and I might not even fade it now that I think about it. So it'll just end right there. So that's good. Now I'm gonna have to come back and change this for the full, but we already got it. So let's come all the way back to the beginning, copy all this stuff that we did here, the intro, and I don't have that selected. We're copying the intro. I know you can't see it because I'm in the way. We're gonna copy all of this, copy, go to our online, paste, and we're gonna go back to our full. And we're gonna take all of this of what we did. Let's copy that. And then let's zoom in now to here and paste. And let's do a little fade here for 1 second. So now for our YouTube video, perfect. All right, so this is done now, but we need to undo what we did over here because this wouldn't be appropriate for our on demand. So all I'm going to do is just come out here and delete that and move this back down, and then we just got to come here to the inspector and we're just going to undo everything that we did. Alright, so that already works. So now we just need to know how we're going to end this. I'm thinking about, I thought I did a dedicated outro. I don't remember. if I did that or not. I thought I did, but obviously I must not have. Because stock, because that's the outro. Oh well, I just used the outro again at that point, so that's fine. So what we'll do is take our outro right here, and I'm gonna put it right here where that fade normally would be. Alright, so right here, let's move this all the way to here. We're still going to do our fade, but we're going to do a drastic fade. 1 second. And then we can hide this because we're going to do the same thing we did at the beginning where we did our transition here. Alright, so let's go to our transition. Which one are we going to use this time? I don't think we need that one. This is the one we started with, so let's use that one again. Now let's zoom in. I want to get it where it covers, so if we play it, boom. All right, so there's our end. All right, so we got everything from our full service and our online. So now let's go ahead and just tap Control S just out of habit. Now let's go to deliver. So we're gonna start with our online. That's YouTube, and I really need to, I was thinking about bumping this up to 4K. I don't know if we're ready for that yet. Might as well. So let's do YouTube 4K, and this is going to be online 10/27/2019. Let's go ahead and put this on that drive. Yes, I know. Now for the full, I'm not going to do 4K because that's going to be horrendous and taking up space. Just want to see if anybody even notices it in 4K. All right, we got the full. Now we're going to go back to our online and we're going to do audio only. Podcast. And it still chops the name for whatever reason, but we're going to put it as an MP4 and at 128 kilobits. Add. Control S again, out of habit. And we're going to start to render this one first because this one will go faster. All right, so while that's running, and I really need to make an intro for our podcast. I've been thinking about that. I want to get somebody else's voice so it's not just mine. Get somebody else to do that. I think I might try and tackle that next week. But while we're doing that, let's go ahead and open up our browser here. And there's me looking at me. All right, we're going to go to Wooshka first. And get logged in here. Now I've already added our stuff for today's sermon. Took a picture, got all that stuff done. Actually took my camera with me. I was able to get that knocked out pretty easy. So there's our thumbnail for YouTube as well as everything else. I could zoom in a little bit more if need be, but I think that picture is fine. And I guess I need to download it. I downloaded it on the computers at church. So and on a side note, while this is working, guys, we are about Need to see. We are a hop, skip, and a jump away from 1,000, and I am really excited about that. I want to thank y'all again. The only way I was able to do that is because of y'all. Really, really, really appreciate that. And also, on a side note, I know this might be controversial, but if you've been on YouTube, there's this big thing going on called Team Trees with Mr. Beast. They're setting a goal to plant 20 million trees before January 1st, 2020. I think that's a great, it just shows how powerful the internet is, of how everybody can come together and do this, and I think it's awesome. I think last time I checked, I can't even remember how many trees they are at, but I say all that to say we are 32 people, 32 subscribers away from 1,000. Really excited about that, if you can't tell. Let me go back and see, because I know right now this has been trending like crazy. I want to see what the donation pool is at right now. So far as that 1.5 million has been raised to plant trees. So the company who's partnered with them said for every dollar that's raised, they will plant one tree. So 1.5 million trees have been planted so far. Thankfully, yes, I contributed $5, so we have 5 trees that we've added to it. I just like stuff that we're able to come together on something that's meaningful. I'll leave that alone. My other thoughts, I'll leave that alone, what I would like to say, but it's just amazing how, if somebody comes together, how much we can actually accomplish. It almost sounds like the Tower of Babel type of thing. But anyway, let's see. All right, so our stuff is already done. All right, and we're going to start rendering everything else out. But while that is going on, let's go ahead. And we've had 196 listens. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's add our new podcast for today. And there's our sermon details. We already got that downloaded, so we're good. All right, we're going to create a new episode. Upload our file here. Let that go. And we assumed the sermon was called "What About Your Friends?" because that was kind of what she accented on. Seven 19 scripture, and the spreadsheet that I'm using is linked in the description. A good way to document and keep all of your sermons in place, the links to your URLs and all that other stuff, if you were using that, makes it really, really simple. Hey, I was right. Daniel 3:12-18. Good memory. All right, so yes, it's clean. We already normalized it, so we're good to go. Boom. And look at that. Look how fast we did that. It didn't even take that long. So this is going to be all out on the interwebs here in a little bit. iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, everywhere. So what we're going to do is, once this finishes, come in here to Actions, copy our audio URL. And we're going to come over here and say yes. That's done. And then for our podcast URL, let's go ahead and paste that. Oh, wait a minute. Did I copy the wrong one? I might have. Yeah, I did. And we didn't have anything last week because of the audio issues. All right. So now all we got to do is upload the YouTube stuff, and we will be good to go. But like I said, I hope y'all like this, because if you've been following along in all these episodes, at this point, hopefully y'all are doing and implementing some of the stuff that I'm showing in your church and just helping your media ministry in some way, shape, or form. So I don't really know what else to say. I mean, hopefully, as I said, the more you do this, the faster and faster it goes. Because at this point in time, like, we have 13 minutes where this is going to be done. Upload this to YouTube. Now, again, it's going to take longer because I'm rendering this one in 4K. So I'm going to see how that one turns out. But that is about it. See, it doesn't take that long, folks. It doesn't take that long. How long have we been streaming for? 35 minutes? See? And if I wasn't talking, this would have taken 15. So anyway, I hope y'all get something out of this. Also, please stand by. Like I said, the goal of 1,000 subscribers, the giveaway is still happening. I've had some issues with B&H Photo, with the ATEM Mini being back ordered. So I might have to cancel the whole back order and just try and get it from somewhere. But I give you my word, I will still review it. And one of y'all is going to win it when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Again, thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'm glad that y'all are getting something out of it. And also stand by. I have some other stuff. I know a couple of people have asked me, they really like the bland type of countdown timers that I made that y'all can get from my website. I'll link in the description as well too. But some people wanted me to make a fully flushed out one with colors, music, and all this other stuff like that. So you don't have to design it. So you can just get it and do that. So I am working on that. I'm looking to stay within, because the music I actually have to purchase so that there's no copyright, so y'all won't get hit, we won't get hit for stuff like that. So I'm looking at, it's going to be between $2 and $5 just to cover the license for that music. So just letting y'all know, these will not be free, but I'm gonna make sure we stay under the $5 limit. If you are interested in those, just stand by. You can always keep checking out the links, and I will let y'all know when that is done. So thank y'all again. Y'all have a great afternoon. And don't forget, media ministry is just not on Sunday, it's every day, and we can always share the message of Jesus Christ beyond just on Sunday. So catch y'all tomorrow on, if you're listening to Everyday Christian Podcast, episode number 3 is going to be posted tomorrow, and we will see y'all throughout the week in different videos. You have a great one. See ya later.